we have 2 weeks left before your exam. Yani the next week will be the last week before exam. This week we have practicals. Next week we don't have any practical because not for you but for other masalan laboratory medicine and pharmacy and third year medicine, they have exam next week, so the labs will be occupied, so we cannot take practicals next week. Okay? So there is a slight change in the practicals. We have done already 2 practicals. One is the examination of the GIT and second is the carbohydrate digestion. True?
Yes.
Okay, today we will do the last experiment of GIT. Okay, which is number 1.4, not 1.3, because 1.3, I was thinking about 1.3 or 1.4, but I thought that 1.4 is easy than 1.3. If I do 1.3, it is difficult for you. So you will see that this experiment is very easy. So just see the experiment, and if this experiment comes in the exam, inshallah ta'ala, there should be no problem because easy experiment. The other one is a bit difficult for you because this was the protein digestion experiment, and in this experiment we used to determine the function of the trypsin and pepsin. 2 things. And this pepsin and trypsin, they are same, like they are proteases, both of them, but they are opposite also. They have differences in their working. Okay? So I thought that this practical should be easy for you, so that I am conducting the experiment. Okay? Next time, please bring your file completed so that you can give your file for final checking to your lead. Give him your file, and I have told him that he will submit the file before Wednesday, because Wednesday is your second time. Okay? So you will just give your file on Wednesday. Khalas. Today is the last experiment. Okay? So just complete the experiment today and complete your files and give it to your leader. Leader will bring the files, count them, and I will try to return the files back to you before your exam, and next week sometime. Yeah. This week you will submit, so next week I will return. Okay, so the GIT block and the respiratory block, I will check this time because I have already checked the other 2 blocks. Foundation and the CVS I have already checked. Okay, so we will do the respiration and the GIT. That will finish our topics. Okay, now see the object of today's experiment on the screen. This experiment is very easy. This is about the lipid digestion. You know that the digestion of the lipid is very important because lipids, they have a different method of digestion and absorption. They have a different method because they are lipids, and all the enzymes, they are not lipid soluble, they are water soluble. You know, enzymes, they are protein in nature, and proteins, they have charge, and the charged particles, they are not lipid soluble. They are polar. You know polar? And they are dissolved in water. So all the enzymes, they work upon substances. Either they are water soluble or they are too small to create a problem. But the lipid we eat, They are big lipids. So these enzymes cannot act upon them. So it's very difficult to digest lipids. God has provided us a mechanism by means of which the large fat molecules are broken down into smaller ones. And when they are broken down into a smaller one, they can easily be digested by the enzymes. Okay? So, for the digestion of lipid, there are two things which are important. First is the breakdown of large lipid molecules into small. And then when the lipid molecules are small, the enzyme which is called as lipase can act upon easily. Lipase cannot act upon any other lipid until it is broken down into smaller molecules. Understand? So the digestion of lipid is a two-step process. First step is to break down, which is called as the physical breakdown of lipid. Physical. Yani, you can call it mechanical digestion. And the second is the chemical, which is done by the lipase. Okay? For the digestion of the lipid, we have a liquid in our body. We have a ratuba in our body. Secretion. And this secretion has no enzyme. No enzyme. But it has a chemical that will break the lipids, big lipid molecules, into small. Okay? This secretion, this mahlul, is formed in the liver. It is stored in the gallbladder. And when the gallbladder will contract due to the action of the hormone CCK, you know CCK? Yes. Due to the action of CCK, cholecystokinin, this fluid, this secretion comes into the duodenum. The name of this secretion is bile. And the chemical that this bile has is not an enzyme. It's not an enzyme. It's a chemical which is called as bile acids, which are present in the form of bile salts. These bile salts, they react with the lipids, not chemically, but physically, mechanically, and they perform a very important function, and this function is called as emulsification, also called as detergent function, also called as saponification. Three names. What are they? You know detergent? Detergent? What is detergent? Like mashu, ghasil. Detergent powder. You know? The powder that you use to clean, to wash your malabis. It's called as detergent powder. Detergent. And the soap, you know soap? Yes. Sabun. Both of them. What they do? When you eat some oily thing and it drops over your malabis and you wash them with sabun or with the masukh, what they do? It reacts with the fat, the oil, and it decreases the intermolecular tension of the oil, which is called as surface tension. So by decreasing the surface tension, yani intermolecular force, when it is decreased due to the action of this sabun or detergent powder, the oil particles, which are oil molecules, which are very closely packed, This happens because there is no garana. There is no binding force now because of this detergent. And when they are muntashir, they come out. They come out from your malabis. And your malabis, your clothes, they are clean. You know this? This is called as saponification. This is called as detergent. And this the same happens in your body, in your duodenum, called as emulsification. And here the mashook of your body is bile salts, which are present in bile. What they do? They physically, with reaction to bile salt, they physically break the large lipid molecules into small, and when this process is called as emulsification. And when they are small, they can easily be acted upon by the enzyme, which is called as lipase. And in the duodenum, this lipase will come from pancreas. So the hormone that stimulates the secretion of the bile from the gallbladder has a friend, which is always whenever this hormone, the other hormone close together. Yani, you will never speak CCK. There is a combination always. CCK, PZ. You know this? CCK is a cholecystokinin, PZ is pancreozymin. Yani, one hormone causes the gallbladder to contract, releasing the bile, and the other will contract the pancreatic ductules. From there, the pancreatic secretion will come out, containing pancreatic lipase. Both of them, they will come out, CCK, PZ. They come out and they come into the duodenum. This CCK, PZ is released when you eat some fat. What? Yes. Yes. There are different sources. So we are not discussing the source. We are discussing the action in general. The different sources. Okay. So when the lipid is emulsified, easily it is acted upon by the lipase. So we have here bile salt. We have here the lipase. Okay, and we have a lipid source, which is the cream, kushta. And we will try to see the digestion of this kushta, this cream, with the lipase in the presence or in the absence of bile salt. Okay? You understand?
Yes.
And what is our target? Our target is, as you know, all food that we eat, carbohydrate, protein or fat, the end result is always acid. Masalan, carbohydrate, pyruvic acid. Yes. Acid. Masalan, carbohydrate, pyruvic acid or lactic acid. Protein, amino acids. And fats, fatty acid. So, as a result of the metabolism, acid is produced. Understand this? Okay? So again, what we will do here, we will see the reaction of the enzyme and the lipid, and our target is to detect if there any digestion or not. How we will detect? This we will detect by putting a chemical after everything is done. Just to check, what we will do, we will put a chemical. And this chemical is called as litmus. You know the name? Litmus? Litmus paper? You ever seen litmus paper? Litmus is a chemical. It comes like a powder form or liquid form or many forms. Many shapes. What is this? This litmus. When you put this litmus in a solution, this litmus changes its color depending upon the pH of the solution. Yani, if the solution is acidic,
Blue.
it will turn into pink. And if the solution is alkaline,
Blue.
it will turn into blue. So that is how this litmus changes the color. So today we will do what? We will react everything, and in the last we will try to see what? Acids, fatty acid yani. So we will put this litmus, and if this litmus changes the color of the solution from purple, yani banafsa is the original color, to pink or blue. If it is turned into pink, it means that the experiment is good and the result is very good, because the acids are found. This result will not come ala tool. You need to put after the reaction, you need to put the test tube into the water bath. This is the water bath which is working at 37 degrees centigrade. You know 37 degrees centigrade?
Yes.
And your body temperature. You will put it inside for 20 minutes. 20 minutes. But you will check the test tube. When you put inside the water, you will check the test tube after every 5 minutes. After take it out. If the color change, after 5 minutes, 10 minutes, this end. But if the color not change, you will wait till 20 minutes. You understand this thing?
Yes.
Okay. Okay? So our experiment is basically composed of two parts. In the first part, we will discuss the physical properties of lipids. What are the physical properties of lipids? As you know that lipids are not water soluble. Huh? They are dissolved in what?
Acid.
Not acid. Lipids are not water soluble.
Yes.
They are dissolved in? No. They are dissolved
Angola.
Lipids are not water soluble, they are dissolved in organic solvents. Like alcohol. Okay? So first of all what we will do, we will check this point. We will check this point. Okay. How? As I have told you, lipids are not dissolved in water, they will be dissolved in organic liquids, organic solvents. Okay? The solubility, the power of solution is not same for all. Masalan, for one organic solvent, one organic solvent, it is more dissolved. Second, less dissolved. Second, less dissolved. You understand? So, first experiment, we will use three types of organic solvents. One is xylene, diethyl ether, ether, and methanol. These are the all three of them are organic solvents. Yani, lipid should be dissolved in all. There should be no change. But the thing is that in one liquid it is more dissolved, the other is like, this is what we want to see. In which liquid? In which organic solvent? The oil is more dissolved. And this, how you will know this? You will know this when you will put a drop of oil. If the oil is completely dispersed in the solution, okay, you will see it just like more. If it is not dissolved, you will see some bubbles. You know bubbles?
Yes.
So just you have to see the bubbles, because it is not, it will form oil bubbles. And this you will see in the